ओके सो हम लोगों ने पिछले वाले चैप्टर में या पिछले वाले सेक्शन में हमने क्या किया था, हम लोगों ने क्वेश्चंस किए डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द थ्री लॉज एंड द आइडियल गैस इक्वेशन व्हिच वी हैड डन, राइट. टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डू टू सेट्स ऑफ लॉज और उसके साथ देन वी विल डिस्कस मोर क्वेश्चंस, राइट. सो हमारे आज के जो दो लॉज वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस, वन इज डाल्टन्स लॉ ऑफ पार्शियल प्रेशर and the other one that is going to be Graham's law of diffusion. Now Dalton was a scientist who said that whenever we have one, say you have taken a closed container, okay, and in that closed container we have kept or we have filled this closed container with a gas. So the gas will have molecules which would be dispersed in all the area of this container. ठीक है, because the gases they have the capacity to take the entire space which is available to them. So the molecules are going to take the entire space over here. Now these molecules, because they are in random motion, they are going to collide with one another. At the same time they are also going to collide with the walls of the container. ठीक है, due to this vigorous motion of the molecules and collision of the molecules with one another and to the walls of the container, they are going to exert certain pressure. ठीक है, let's say that we have taken this compartment or we've taken this vessel A and in which we have placed a gas A. Okay, now this gas A that is going to exert pressure, and let's say the pressure of this, that is PA, pressure of gas A is going to be PA. In a similar manner, we take another container in which we have taken another gas B, okay, and the pressure of this gas would be what? That is going to be PB. Now over here in container A, only one type of molecules are present. Therefore, the pressure will be only due to the molecules of A, that is the pure pressure of that particular gas, which we are going to denote it as P naught A. ठीक है? In a similar manner, as I just said, that we've taken another container, and in this container we have taken gas B. Okay, now when we have taken gas B over here, the pressure which is exerted inside this container, it is only due to the molecules of B. So then this will be the pure pressure of B. ठीक है, pressure of gas B when only B is going to be present. Our third activity is now to mix both of these, right? So what have we done? इसको खोल के और हमने इस वाले में इंसर्ट कर दिया है such that this container now has both the components. It has A and it has B both. It is going to have both the components. ठीक है? As a result, what is going to happen over here? That A will contain the molecules of gas. A will it's going to exert pressure. In a similar manner, the molecules of B is also going to exert pressure. ठीक है? Now, what is going to be the total pressure in this case? We say that the total pressure in this case would be the pressure exerted by molecules of gas A and the pressure exerted by the molecules of gas B. This is Dalton's law of partial pressure. That whenever a mixture of gases is taken in a container, the total pressure would be the sum total of partial pressures of all the gases. Why are we using the word partial over here? Because each gas has one part of the pressure which is being exerted over here. So that is partial pressure. Now what is this PA over here? When we are talking of PA, PA is going to depend upon, now you can see over here, if you are talking of A, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 molecules of A. ठीक है ना? So 7 molecules ज़्यादा है B से, तो इस करके जो PA का pressure होएगा, that is going to be greater. Okay? So he said that the pressure, the partial pressure of the gas will depend upon its pure pressure, pressure of the pure component, into the number of moles of the gas present or the mole fraction of that particular gas. ठीक है? Similarly, PB would also be given as PB naught into XB. ठीक है? Now when we are doing the derivation of the Dalton's law, we take into account the you can say ideal gas equation. According to ideal gas equation, what is going to be PA? PA, that is going to be equal to NA for the same volume of the gas. So B, that is going to be constant, R is going to be constant, T is also going to be constant. ठीक है? So PA is equal to NA upon VRT. In a similar manner, PB will be equal to NB upon V into RT. ठीक है? Or we say that P total according to Dalton's law, that is PA plus PB, right? Let's put the value of PA from above. We have NA upon VRT plus NB upon VRT. ठीक है? Or we can say that NA plus NB कॉमन ले लिया, इसको निकाल दिया, RT upon B को हम कॉमन ले लेते हैं, RT upon B, that is going to give us P total. Okay, now over here, let's say that we are taking this is P total, let's say this is equation 1. ठीक है? Now what is going to be PA? PA, that is going to be NA upon VRT. ठीक है? What we have written over here according to the ideal gas equation. So let's say this is equation 2. Now divide equation 2 by equation 1. Divide equation 2 by equation 1. Now when we are dividing equation 2 by equation 1, what are we going to get? PA upon P total, that is equal to NA RT upon V divided by NA plus NB RT upon V. ठीक है? Now in this case, RT and RT that will be cancelled because it is division, and we get NA upon NA plus NB, right? We know that number of moles of A upon total number of moles, that is going to be the mole fraction of A. Therefore, this term now becomes PA upon P total, that is going to be equal to XA. So this is another expression for Dalton's law of partial pressures. In a similar manner, if we are comparing it with B, then PB upon P total, that is going to be equal to XB, which is the mole fraction of B. Right? So we are going to get numericals from this. These two expressions which we have done over here. One expression is this, one is this, another one is this one. P total is equal to NA plus NB RT upon V. This is the third expression from which we can get equations. Now over here we can, if in case, in all these cases you've seen that we have taken V as a constant. ठीक है? If in case we are not taking V as constant, we are taking different volumes of A and we are taking different volumes of B. In that case, a new relationship can be derived. Let's see what is that relation. Let us see what is that relation. Now over here we say that let the total pressure of the mixture of gases, that is equal to P total, right? And PA is the partial pressure of gas A, PB is the partial pressure of gas B. Then according to equal to V2. So the total volume that will become equal to V1 plus V2. Right? Now according to Boyle's law, P1, P total into total volume should be equal to P1 into V1. ठीक है? So according to this we say that P total, let's take it as P only, P into V1 plus V2, that should be equal to, let's take this as 1. So we have P1 V1. In a similar manner, let's say this is equation 1. In a similar manner, P into V1 plus V2, that should be equal to P2 V2. Let's take this as P2. ठीक है? And we are saying that this equation that is equal to 2. When we are going to add both the equations, then what will we get? P total, that will be equal to what? P1 V1 upon V1 plus V2. ठीक है? So we have P1 V1 upon V1 plus V2 plus P2 V2 upon V1 plus V2. This is what we are going to get. ठीक है? Or in other words, we can say that P total for different volumes, that is going to be equal to P1 V1 plus P2 V2 upon V1 plus V2. So this is an expression. If we do not have the same volume for both the cases, the volume that is going to be different, then you have to correlate the Dalton's law of partial pressure with Boyle's law, and this is the expression which we are going to get. Right? Now sometimes what happens is, many a times it happens that we are preparing gases in the laboratory, like you're preparing oxygen, you're preparing nitrogen, you're preparing maybe hydrogen in the laboratory. तो जब भी हम उसको prepare करते हैं तो क्या होता है कि we collect them under water, right? Under water क्यों? Because air or gases, they are going to be less denser than water. As a result of which जब उसको under water करते हैं तो वो सारी की सारी जो gases है, they rise up. Right? Now the gases which are rising up, they also contain a little moisture. Why moisture? Because underwater करा है, तो maybe water के भी थोड़े से जो molecules हैं, they go up with the gas, right? So in that case, it becomes very, important for us to calculate the pressure of the dry gas. तो उसको भी हम लोग Dalton's law of partial pressure से ही करते हैं. That is one of the applications of Dalton's law of partial pressure. That is another question which is very, very important. That is the pressure of the dry gas. Pressure of the dry gas, that is equal to pressure of the moist gas minus pressure of water vapors. Now this pressure of water vapors, this is known as aqueous tension. तो इस करके P dry क्या आ जाएगा? P moist gas minus P aqueous tension. So this is another formula from which we can get questions. ठीक है? So this is the Dalton's law of partial pressure. Let's go on to the next law, Graham's law of diffusion. Very, very important. Graham's law of diffusion. Before going to the law, let's understand two terms. One is diffusion and the other one is effusion. Okay? Now diffusion क्या होता है कि जैसे for example हमने इस तरह से एक सेटअप किया जिसमें there are two compartments and there is an opening over here. Let's make it a larger opening and we have clamped it with a tab. Okay. Now in this case we are taking nitrogen dioxide gas and in this case we are taking any gas. Let's take oxygen over here. the nitrogen dioxide gas, that is brown in color, whereas oxygen, that is going to be colorless, right? Now initially when this tap is closed over here, this compartment will have a brown color, whereas we cannot see any color in the second compartment. Okay? Now over here in the second compartment, now over here what is happening, as soon as we open the tap from here, the gases, they will start intermixing with one another because of the rapid vibration or rapid movement of the molecules. Okay, now once they will start traveling from one compartment to the other, we will see after a little while that both the compartments, they are light brown in color. The reason behind that is that certain nitrogen gas has mixed with oxygen and certain oxygen gas that is mixed with nitrogen dioxide, and this mixing of gases randomly, that is known as diffusion. ठीक है? So mixing of gases होती क्यों है? That is because if we are saying that these are the particles of nitrogen dioxide and these are the particles of oxygen, we can see over here that there is a lot of space which is empty in between the molecules. So if this molecule wants to fit in certain empty space in the second compartment, it can easily do so because it will have ample space to क्या कहते हैं, absorb itself or to place itself in between the molecules of oxygen. ठीक है? So this process is known as diffusion. So in simple words we can say कि diffusion क्या हुआ? It is the intermixing of gases. That is what diffusion is. Then the second word what I am saying is effusion. Effusion means that the passage of a gas through a very small aperture. That is what effusion is. Like if we've taken again we are taking a compartment over here. Now in this case what we are doing is that we have kept a slit and a small opening, just a small opening in the form of an aperture or a hole. Okay? Now the gas will, suppose we have put hydrogen over here and initially this compartment B, that is going to be empty. Okay? Now अगर हम ऑक्सीजन को इसके थ्रू पास करना चाहते हैं, it is such a small aperture कि only a small needle can pass through it. इतना छोटा, जैसे आपने एक बलून लिया है और उस बलून के अंदर आप नीडल के साथ छोटा सा होल कर देते हो, ठीक है? So what will you see? You will see कि slowly the gas that will ooze out, that will come out of the balloon, isn't it? और आपने उसको बलून को बड़े रहने दिया तो after 2-3 hours you will see that the size of the balloon that decreases. But if you are applying pressure on the balloon, then what will happen? The gas that will come out at a faster speed. So that is what we are doing over here. We are applying pressure on this side, as a result of which slowly the gas starts passing from compartment A to compartment B. This is effusion. Okay? So this is the difference between effusion and diffusion. In case of diffusion, rapid movement of the gas particles that is going to take place. In case of effusion, we are passing the gas through a small aperture or orifice भी इसको हम बुलाते हैं, hole भी आप बुला सकते हो, but that is under pressure. Right? Now Graham, he had given a law regarding this. According to Graham, the rate of diffusion, rate क्या हुआ? The velocity of the gas per unit time. ठीक है? So according to him, rate of diffusion that was inversely proportional to the density, under root of density. मतलब कि जितना ज़्यादा dense होगी gas, उतनी ही उसकी rate of diffusion is going to be less. ठीक है? So mathematically, if we are discussing this law, the rate of diffusion that is inversely proportional to the under root of density. If we are comparing two gases, then the rate of diffusion of R2 upon R1 that is equal to क्या आएगा? Inversely proportional है, so it is going to be equal to d under root of d1 upon d2. ठीक है? right? Or you can also write it as R1 upon R2, that is equal to under root of D2 upon D1. Now we know that density that is directly proportional to mass. So over here we can correlate the rate of diffusion with molecular masses of the gases. So we have R1 upon R2, that is equal to under root of M2 upon M1, where M that is going to be the molecular mass of the gases, right? So this expression is generally used to calculate the numericals because they would be given to you. The rate of diffusion of hydrogen is this much. What is the rate of diffusion of the unknown gas? Yeah, the ratio of rate of diffusion of hydrogen to an unknown gas is this. Calculate the molecular mass of the gas. Okay, so this is the expression which we are going to use to calculate the density and the molar mass. Now, in terms of vapor density, if we are writing this expression, then it can also be written as R1 upon R2, that is equal to vapor density of 2 upon vapor density of 1. ठीक है? Now, in terms of volume and time, if we are taking, we say that we have two gases which have the same volume. Then in that case, we say that R1 that is equal to V1 upon T1, ठीक है? And R2 is equal to V2 upon T2. ठीक है? Now over here we are saying that the volumes of both is same. If volumes are same, we can take this as V only. ठीक है? So R1 upon R2 will become what? V upon T1, V upon T2. ठीक है? Or this, if volume is same, this is cancelled. It becomes equal to T2 upon T1. Where T is the time of diffusion. ठीक है? And V that is going to be equal to volume. Now, if in case the time is same, then what is going to happen? Then R1 upon R2 that is going to be equal to V1 upon T, V2 upon T. T and T gets cancelled. So we have R1 upon R2 that is equal to V1 upon V2. ठीक है? क्लियर हो गया? ओके। फिर उसके बाद हमारे पास क्या कहते हैं उसको, रेट ऑफ इफ्यूजन ऑफ अ गैस कम्स. When we are doing the rate of effusion of a gas, it is given as R is equal to PA upon under root of pi RTF, where PA that is the partial pressure of gas A, ठीक है? 2 पता है आपको, pi पता है आपको, R पता है आपको. R is the gas constant, T is going to be the temperature, and M that is going to be the molar mass of the gas. So this is how you can calculate the rate of effusion, right? So depending upon these two formulae, let's discuss a few questions today. All right. Just look at your assignment. क्या questions हैं हमारे पास? Our first question is: a 10-liter flask contains 0.2 mole of methane, 0.3 mole of hydrogen, and 0.4 mole of nitrogen at 25 degrees centigrade. What is the partial pressure of each component? And what is the pressure inside the flask? Now, in this case, in order to calculate the partial pressure of each component, we are going to use the ideal gas equation. Okay, so let's say they have given us 3 different gases. The first one, that is methane. So, in case of methane, in order to calculate the partial pressure of methane, that will be equal to nRT upon V, right? Number of moles given to us is 0.2 upon 10 into the value of R, because 10 is given to us in liters. The value of R will be 0.0821, and the temperature that is given to us is 25 degrees centigrade. So that is 298. Okay. So the pressure of methane that is going to be equal to, when you calculate this, it comes to 0.489. Okay? In a similar manner, we can calculate the pressure of hydrogen, which will be equal to number of moles of hydrogen given to us is 0.3 into 0.0821 into 298 upon 10. Okay, same. So the partial pressure of hydrogen is coming to 0.734 atmosphere. Okay. Similarly, we can calculate the partial pressure of nitrogen. The number of moles of nitrogen given to us is 0.4 into 0.0821 into 298 upon 10. Okay, this is coming to 0.979 atmospheres. So in order to find P total would be the sum of all. So that will be equal to 0.489 plus 0.734 plus 0.979. ठीक है? So इसका जब हम टोटल करते हैं, that is going to be 2.202. Now, in case in the question they have not asked you to calculate the partial pressures, they have given you the number of moles of the gases and they tell you to calculate the total pressure. So, alternatively, P total can be written as N1 plus N2 plus N3 are T upon V, because R, T and V all are going to be constant. So we know that number of moles of N1 given to us is how much? 0.2 plus 0.3 plus 0.4 into, you can put down the value of R, which is 0.082 into 298 upon volume, which is 10. So you will get the same answer, that is 2.202. So these are the two methods by what this question can be solved. ठीक है?